Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, what we had discussed about the server access logging feature on the S3 bucket. So we had discussed how to enable the feature on the S3 bucket, how we are going to store logs in the S3 bucket. Everything we had discussed on the last session. And in the current session, we are going to discuss about the EFS. EFS stands for Elastic File Storage. Here in this section, we are going to discuss about the EFS, what is EFS, and where we are going to use this EFS. Everything we are going to discuss in this session. And just please have a quick look on this. What is EFS? EFS is a network-based storage system which can use NFS v4 protocol. Okay, and EFS can automatically grow and shrink based on the data which we store. Means here the manual efforts is not required. So based on the storage which I am going to use, it will automatically increase the size of the EFS, and at the same time it will decrease the size of the EFS. And what I will be charged. So whatever the data which I had been stored in the EFS, that amount will be I am charged. Okay, and what is the foremost feature available in the EFS is the EFS. Once I had created EFS, I can be able to attach to the multiple instances at a time. If you compare the scenario with the EBS volume, if I have the EBS volume with me, I can be able to attach the EBS volume to the single instance at a time. But if you take the IO one, that is another scenario, even though that will be capable to attach to multiple instances at a time. In the similar way, the EFS will be able to attach multiple instances at a time. Okay, and while creating EFS, what I will do, I am going to create the mount points on the respective availability zones where I am going to create the EC2 instances, because of wherever the mounting points are available in that availability zones only, I will be able to mount EFS on the EC2 instances. Okay, and suppose for this I am going to perform the lab. The lab consists of prerequisites. I am going to create two EC2 instances in two different availability zones, and in those availability zones I am going to create EFS in those availability zones, and means I am going to create the mount points in that particular availability zones. Okay, so as I already created two EC2 instances in the different availability zones where I had already created mount points in EFS, what I will do, I'm going to mount these EFS on those servers. So what happened, if I store from EC2 instances, if I save one file, and from the second EC2 instance I am going to store another file. Suppose if I open the directory, I will be able to check all the files which are stored in the EFS. Means even though I am uploading files from the different servers, but all those files will be available in the EFS only. So how it will be happen, we are going to have a look on this. Once we will done the practicals, then we will have a better clarity on this. Just without wasting time, quickly we can jump into the practical session. So right now I'm in the Northern Virginia region. I'm going to the EC2 dashboard. Because of EC2 instance creation will take some time, so that's why as a prerequisite I'm going to create the EC2 instance. First of all, right now I don't have any running instances in my account, so I'm going to create two EC2 instances in two different availability zones. The first one is in 1A availability zone and the second one is in the 1B availability zone. Okay, um, EFS 11. This is the first mission I'm going to create. So I'm using this Amazon Linux 2. As usual, the key pair which I had already created, this is the key pair which is available with me, dev_test_1. And coming to network, so in subnet I'm going to create this mission in the availability zone 1A, and existing security group, so EFS. So if you check the EFS, I will show it to you what are the features enabled on that. Just click on launch. So okay, go to instance, launch instance. So the rest EFS to this is the second mission I'm going to use for the testing purpose. Here I'm using the same image Amazon Linux 2. Okay. As usual, I am using T2 micro because of it is filter eligible, and at the same time I have the key pair with me. I'm going to select the same and click on the network edit settings. The subnet, the first mission has been created in the available zone 1A. The second mission, I am selecting the available zone 1B, and I have a security group with me, that is EFS. I'm specially created for this. So here in this IFS security group, I had enabled the NFS protocol. So I will show it to you. Just click on launch. The second EC2 instance will be launched soon. And at the same time, in the meanwhile, I am going to create the EFS file system. Just click the EFS on the universal search bar. Then you will find the Elastic File System service. Right now, I don't have any EFS file system available on my account. Just create file system. EFS underscore dev test underscore testing purpose. Otherwise, lab purpose. Okay. I'm going to create in the same level. That is the only default network watch VPC. I don't have any customized VPC with me right now. So that's why I'm going to select the default VPC. Just click on create. Then Elastic file system will be created. Just open the Elastic file system, which I had been created now. Okay. Just click on edit. Anything I need to modify? I don't know. I don't have any things. Just click on attach. Okay. No. Just a moment. Everything is done. Access points. Network. Here the mounting points is not at all created. Just I am going to create the add mount targets. So it's already, I think it will be created. It is in the process. It will be created. So here I can be able to mount EFS file system on Linux EC2 instance in two ways. Either mount via DNS and at the same time through mount via IP address. Suppose if I select the mount IP address, so the availability in 1A for 1B, 1B, there is different IP address will be generated. Suppose if you want to look, suppose if I select the 1A availability zone, then just check the IP 14.190. Suppose if I select the 1B, the IP address will be changed. If I select the IP address, if I select the availability zone 1C, again it will be changed. So right now I am going to mount through DNS. So that's why it has been generated like this. Okay, fine. Just a moment. I'm going to replicate this duplicate tab, and in the first tab I'm going to use for the service EC2. I think the two mission has been created successfully. So just go through the same. Right now I have two running instances in my account. Okay. First of all, I'm going to connect to the first mission. What is the IP? This is the IP. So open putty, paste the IP, and go to SSH auth credentials. Upload the private key which I have. So this is the putty key. Just open, accept. EC2 user. This is the default username. So I'm logging as a sudo -9. Okay. Right now, is any files available with me? No. I am going to create one directory. Make dir EFS EFS1. Okay. LL. Right now I have the directory with me, EFS1, in the first EC2 instances. And here I'm going to create one file, file1, VI file1. So by entering the random data, I'm just going to save. Okay, fine. Okay, and at the same time, I'm going to open another mission. So here the second mission which I had been created, just copy the public IP, again open the putty, paste the IP, SSH authorization, credentials, browse, key, open, accept, EC2 hyphen user, sudo hyphen I logging as a root user, LL. I don't have any file with me. Just I'm going to create make directory EFS2. Okay, LL. So I need to just go to change directory to EFS2. Here file VI file 2. Just by entering the random data, just okay. And at the same time, here also, right now I had created the file 1 in the main folder only, but I need to create the file 1 in the EFS file, EFS file. Just to change the ID to EFS. Okay, here I am going to create VI file 1. Just by entering the random data, just click on WQ. It will be saved. Then in this EFS1, I have the file 1. Okay, so right now I had opened two EC2 instances. The first one is EFS 111, and I had created the one directory EFS file 1. In that EFS directory, I had one file. The file name is file 1. And in the EC2 instance 2, I had created one directory EFS2. In that directory, I have the file 2. Okay, just please have a remember on this. Right now, I just want to mount. So go to EFS service. So use this. Okay, and go to the putty. This is the file 1 means. Okay, just a CD, just as a root user. Okay, here EFS1. I am going to save on the EFS1, enter. It will be done. Then the second instance, EFS2. It will be done. What happened? Just please have a quick look on this. Because of it is in the process now, so that's why it has taken time. Don't worry, it will definitely work out. So go to the second thing. Oh, sorry. Just LL, just go back to normal folder. Just paste the same and EFS2. Then it will be mounted. Okay, just wait for some time. Then automatically what happened? The EFS file system will be mounted on those servers. And at the same time, I need to check. Uh, attach. Okay, no. I need to create the mount points. Just where I am going to create the mount points. Access point, network, network. Okay. edit, no settings, manage. So here what it will done, so it is using the default security group. Right now I need to select to the I need to select to the EFS. Okay. Okay, right now the EFS has been selected for availability zone 1A, 1B. Rest of all things, if I add, I can add, otherwise I can leave it because of right now I have the EC2 instances in these servers only. Okay, and just check whether it has been mounted or not. It is still taking time. Okay, just wait for some time until it will be done. So just please have a quick look on this. And if you want to show, if you want to see whether it has been done or not, df-h, then the file system is visible to you now. This is the file system which has been mounted on this. Okay, it is root EFS1. In the similar way, you can check here df-h. Yes, it has been mounted. Then we had successfully mounted our EFS file system on these two EC2 instances. Okay, then further what I need to check? Change directory to EFS. Right now I am in file 2. I don't want to go to the file 1. I am just check here EFS. This is the directory which I had created. Earlier, how many files? Only one file has been created. Just a moment. I'm checking the same. Just go to the server 2. Here, EFS2. In EFS2, how many files we have? ls-al. No. Okay. Okay. Right now I am in the file 2. Okay. I have created dev vi dev test file 1. Vi dev test file 1 in EFS2. EFS2 means file 2 will be created. Okay. Enter some random data. Just right now how many files I have? Dev test file 2 only file I have. I am going to the first mission. Change it to EFS. Okay. LL. Here are you able to see it now? Actually, I had created the dev test file 2 in the mission 2. But is it visible here? Yes. Suppose if I created dev test file 1. So without creating this, I'm going to show to you. Here, how many files it is showing in server 2? Only one file is showing. But if I created one more file here, that is in server 1, I'm going to create this file. Okay, LL. Right now the two files is showing now. So in server 2 also it will be appear like that. LED is showing only one file. Yes, right now it is showing two files now. This is the way we are going to mount EFS file system on the Linux servers, and So from it is a centralized storage. So through network storage, the files are going to share among all those servers which are mounted under this EFS. Okay. Okay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the section. Thank you. Thank you for joining the section. We will meet in the next section. Bye bye.